because you probably didn't upgrade it to the newest.
Oh,
You
wow.
just have to go to zoom.us and change the setting.
Okay, so I guess I'll be doing it all the way through, guys. So can you guys see that screen right now? All right, let's start presenting here.
Yeah.
All right, good.
All right, before we start, guys, I recommend you have a pen and paper, a notepad. What we're going to share with you is very valuable, and we have a system. If you're serious about this business, to really make it to where you're earning passive income, and that's really what it's all about, guys. Is having a lifestyle to where you're not working for the money, money's working for you. So go ahead, Frank, take it over.
Yeah, on that, on that note, you can make a living here selling, but the reason why we're all here, I would assume, is because you want a lifestyle. And lifestyle is you don't work for your money, the money works for you, as Stefan said. And originally I wanted to call this kind of a online recruiting best practices, right? But how boring. How about a road to ownership, to agency ownership? By the way, we're one of the few IMOs out there that offer contractual ownership once you hit the agency owner slot. So you're contractually, your book of business is owned contractually by you. And if you choose to retire, you can retire and sell it back to Symmetry or sell it to a sideline, an upline, or whatever the case is. Matter of fact, Sean, correct me if I'm wrong. We had a 120 person that will remain nameless that basically did the same thing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of things. You guys hold your questions after, because it's just a one-man show right now. So, all right, I'll try to get to them. Okay, so what's the purpose? Well, the Brandis Master Agency and the Kim Master Agency is rolling out this class to teach you guys on growing your agency. You know, the Quility, which Symmetry is the mother company, Quility has been tasked to hit $1 billion in valuation. And so we're actually at a perfect stage right now. And if you say, man, I wish I would have been here a year ago, that's okay. You're at a perfect stage because we're in the process of doing several things. And that is, either hitting IPO, which is initial public offering, or hitting $1 billion in valuation. But along the way, what Symmetry, the founders, said is, we're going to set aside 20% of the entire revenue, the entire valuation to you guys. That means you and I, okay? It's not just, oh, Frank, you're great. No, I'm not. It's every one of you. You can either do it by your own PIN, or you can do it by building an agency. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this. That means that Quility is literally setting aside 20%, which is equal to 200 million. Now, that was the first go around with valuation, right? $1 billion. I mean, now they're talking about $3 billion in valuation. And what does that look like, right? And so what I did with real life scenarios, at about noon today, I pulled some numbers after I was porched. I pulled some numbers and I thought, you know what, let me take a look at some companies that are similar in the same field as we are to see what they're being priced at the stock exchange, right? Either the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange. So we look at this company called Goosehead. You guys can now look at it. The ticker is GSHD. They're similar to us, but they're more of a franchise base. It's $40,000 to buy in with them. And then they basically do what we do: life insurance, PNC, all kinds of stuff, which we don't do PNC yet. But they're trading at $89.90. Okay, so not bad, right? Now the valuation, they're only valued at 70. I think it was, the revenues were $72 million in 2020. Okay, anybody want to take a guess of what our revenue was in 2020? Combined revenue, Quility. I'm talking Quility. That's Assura and Symmetry mixed. Now I'm not asking Mr. Kim because he knows, and I won't put anybody on the spot, but let's just say it was $177 million. Okay, so what does that mean? If they're trading at 89 bucks, I'm not saying this, I'm just telling you, that's a pretty good odds that we're going to be, it's going to be a good opportunity. Now, there's another company on the New York Stock Exchange called Lemonade And they first started by selling pet insurance. And I think now they have life insurance. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Sean. Do they have life insurance now? Or is it still pet insurance? I don't know. Anyways, they're at $95.89 as of today. Okay, so go ahead and put the numbers together. So what's the objective of this class? Very simple. I want to give you guys some tangible tools and techniques to grow your business. And your goal should be to become an agency owner and above. Okay, that's the goal. Okay. Why though? Why? Well, now you have a system-driven income. You don't have to, you want to keep writing business, obviously, but you want to get to a point where the system that you live off of the overrides. Okay, that's the goal. And then you live off of the trails on the product trails that we have. You live off of all those things. Okay, and then you live off of the bonuses. By the way, incidentally, does anybody know what the bonus is once you hit 120 and you promote out on 120? Does everybody know here on the call? Please go ahead and speak up.
Yeah, I think it's around 40,000 right now, right, Frank? 40,000 a month.
Well, let's do the math on that. Does anybody know the percentage that you get? Because once you hit 120 and you have a 120, right, you can't override that. So the company is going to immediately give you 5% of that leg. But what they're going to go one step further, is it 5%, Sean, or 3% of that leg?
Yeah, 3%.
Sorry, so it's 3% of that leg, but technically there's no spread there at 120, 120. So then, Sean, what do they do for someone like Darren, who just got promoted, and Tony was the one who was in his leg? What are they going to give Tony now?
So Tony, for example, the way they did it was, the structure is, if you were to have a agency that is producing a certain level, you get a bonus of 3% from that entire leg. And it doesn't come from the carrier anymore. It comes from the company,
Right.
Quility. Quility pays out the money, non-chargebackable 3%. And then on top of that, Tony will get 0.03% of the entire company revenue every month.
Okay, so let's do the math, guys. Let's do it. Who's got the calculator? Someone do the calculator. 177 million times 0.003. There you go. Should be about 456,000, something crazy like that, right? What does anybody know? Please, like, someone take out a calculator. So, like, help me out here. Man, we're slow. We got no scientists here, that's for sure. we got to hire more pharmacists. Where's Decron? Dang it.
All right, calculator. Okay. All right, bro. I'll volunteer, bro. Go ahead.
Is Bo on? All right, so take 177 million, multiply that by 0.003, and that's annually what you're going to get in bonuses. That's just an
It's
assumption.
53,100.
Yeah, it actually doesn't go that far, but go ahead.
Okay, so did you hear Dave? Clancy's the number guys right now. 53,000 a month you're waking up to.
Right.
By the way, who doesn't want that? 53 a month, like you're just waking up to that.
Yep.
That's what we call stupid money, right? I mean, some of us are in here because of freedom. Some of them want to do charity. Whatever it is you're here for.
I think that's worth busting your butt for 2-3 years.
That's right. So again, let's go over it. You're going to earn money here. Gosh, I still keep getting people coming in. You're going to earn money personal. You're going to earn money through overrides. You're going to earn money through bonuses, multiple bonus sources, capital bonus, producer bonus, and then equity bonus, which is what we just talked about. And then some products have trails. Annually, you'll get paid a trail on some products, typically annuities or typically some type of IULs or infinite banking, you'll get paid a trail. And then you also get paid in equity shares. And so we haven't hit on this part. We did. Imagine $200 million set aside for you guys in terms of equity. So the big point here is let's get to agency owner, guys. Okay. And how do we do it? Well, we're going to go into it. All right. How does this happen? So everybody contributing just a little bit to grow their business. Last year, to qualify for EARS, that's equity appreciation rights, You could do it on your own pin, but you're going to have to net place $200,000. Okay. That's on your own. But if you're a builder, you got to net place 500,000. Is that right, Sean? I just want to confirm there. Sean's Mr. Confirmation.
Yes, yes, it is.
That's 500,000. So let me ask you a question. Is it easier to do it on your pin or is it easier to do it with a team?
In the beginning, individuals are a lot easier, I would say. And the good thing is this: if you do 200,000, then it's gonna help you to be able to even hit as a builder at 500,000, because your number is still gonna count towards the builder's number.
Now, this is net placed. This isn't just issue paid. Net placed means it's got to stick on the books.
Yeah.
How long does it got to stick on the books for, Sean? 6 months?
I mean, how long does it have to stay?
No, we want it to stay forever, but like, how do they measure that? What's a metric on that? Do you know?
So I mean, every deal you write, you want to have it at least stick for nine months.
Yeah. Okay. So it's likely to hit it with your own pin, but the better odds, I think, personally, are building a team. That's just my opinion on it. I mean, I think Sean did it like 5 times over. But let's review this. So from 2019, I came here in December of 2018, rolling into 2019. And with all that being said, I've only recruited 141 total agents. Here's the cool part though. The industry average for Symmetry's average has been 10% stick ratio. That means for every 110 are going to actually do the business. Okay. We've been hovering at about 20 monthly writers this month. Last month we were at 22. The month prior we were at 20. The month prior to that we're at about 18 to 20. So we're hovering around there. And then we've averaged the average monthly revenue has been about 120. And here's what I'm telling you guys. You know, me thinking I'm, hot stuff, which I'm not. And I want you guys to look at the person that really did it a different way. And let's take a look at this person. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys this. This is pretty incredible. This was off of today's national sales call. Now, Mr. Jerry Cody here, he predominantly every single month, every single year, he's been here for about a year now. He is always in the top 1 or 2 as an agency owner. Okay. Last year in 2020, he recruited 389 people. His stick ratio is 10%. I've talked to him. He actually uses my software and he was wanting to use my software. He came to me, he goes, Frank, I recruit like a monster. I just don't have enough people out there they're all green. So they don't know how to sell. So I need to develop leaders. So his approach has been taking a little bit longer, but as you can see, it doesn't matter. He's got mass production, even if it's little numbers. He's putting up 132 to 168,000 a month because of his production. It's because of his recruiting efforts, and people are doing policies and they're writing them. But the problem is he's got to keep turning and burning. So there has to be a happy medium where we got to sit down and leverage us, Sean Kim, Frank Brenes, Rita, Stefan Brenes, to teach you guys to sell. So there has to be a happy medium of both recruiting and both learning to go out and sell and to buy leads. So I just wanted to impress upon you his method of doing this business. And he comes from the Scott Mank hierarchy that has been taught what Marshall Whalen has been taught of just turn and burn, just keep recruiting, the numbers will add up. I mean, so far, so good. He's done 0 production, 0, zilch. I've talked to him, trust me. All right, so here's what we're looking for. We're looking for 5 elements. Who are we looking for? Who are we going after? How to capture them once you find them? And then how do we follow up, follow through? And then we're going to rinse and repeat that process, okay? But the world got a whole lot smaller when we introduced online, right? This is no longer an MLM, ask your friends and family. Now you can leverage the power in your fingertip to do the hard work for you guys. So let's start with identifying who we're looking for. incidentally, who has read Robert Kiyosaki's Cash Flow Quadrant?
I have.
Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think if we're finding the right type of person that it'll be easier, like I want to say the right characteristics? So for instance, a lot of people say, go on to Indeed, Frank, go on to ZipRecruiter. But if you do that, you're going to target 98% of workforce out there, about 95%, which are employee mindset. Employees, what do they want? They want a paycheck.
Benefits.
I work 40 hours. They want bennies. They want all kinds of things. So do you think if you turn a lot of these, he recruited 389, he probably had over 1,000 interviews just to have that because he's focused on, he just does ZipRecruiter. And he's just turning and burning. Is there a more efficient approach at this, right? Let's examine that. Why not look at people that are in the self-employment quadrant that hope to leverage the business owner quadrant? And I'm going to go over these with you guys if you don't know. Okay. So what Robert Kiyosaki says is that 95% of America lives within these two quadrants right here. And the bulk of them rest in employee. And they have the 40-40 plan, which is they work 40 years of their life. They dedicate 40 hours a week, 40 years of their life to only live at 40% of what they've earned. That's typically it. There you go. There's America for you. Okay. And then there's those that are professionals, like your pharmacists, your doctors, your chiropractors, that they basically have a high paid job. Okay. And they make a living opening up their practice, but they're married to their job. Okay. So I would say about 90, between these two, about 98% live there. And only 1% of America are business owners. And this is what I'm referring to, ladies and gentlemen. We need to get to this quadrant of being a business owner. And what a business owner does is they leverage a system that they can walk away. Sean Kim can walk away, take a 3-week, 4-week vacation to Costa Rica, and he will still earn overrides on all of us. Okay. Now, Sean, if you only had 5 people, can you do that?
No, you'll start to
Right.
death.
So Sean has graduated from self-employed, doing $600,000 a year on his own pin, to a business owner and leveraging his time and his efforts. Now, he doesn't have to do that. He just has to plug in the right people, create the right system, plug them into the right, leverage what Kyle Kimbrell has developed with that SFG success team, and just leverage that, push people to that. You can go ahead and work the hours you want to work. And that's what a business owner does. And now we'll get to the investment part. It's less than 1% of the population where their assets are producing money for them. And it could be said here that you could do the same here, that you invest money in leads, and these assets that you have, these leads, are going to produce revenue for you, or these these agents are going to do the same. But everybody would you agree, wants to be on the right side of this quadrant, right? So that's what we're going to do today. So how do we find these people? Let's think of that mindset. Are we going to find them on what's it called? On Indeed or Monster.com or ZipRecruiter? So what about the self-employed quadrant? Where do you find those people? Well, LinkedIn. Did you guys know that LinkedIn has over 500 million people on LinkedIn? You can literally do a search for seeking sales opportunity, and you can see how many people are there right now seeking a sales opportunity. Matter of fact, I'm going to demo that for you guys, okay? I'm demoing that right now. Let me go to LinkedIn. I'll show you guys just some power and things, right? So I'm going to teach you guys how to go ninja on this stuff. All right, check this out, guys. LinkedIn, 500 million people. The average salary is $100,000 on LinkedIn. So you think maybe I can find people that are good? The average salary on Facebook, however, is $20,000 a year. Isn't that crazy stats? So as to my point, that's why you guys have to invest in your LinkedIn profile. I already have someone hitting me up. So let's go right here. Let's say we run a search for seeking sales. See, like this person's looking for work right here. You guys will hit them up later. So look, seeking sales opportunity. Okay, watch this. Boom. Now I'm going to search the entire database here of people looking. Okay, are you guys ready for these numbers? I'm going to go people. Okay, there's 203,000 people looking at that. Now, if I go second and third connections of mine, I'm going to hit show results. Now I have 195,000 people. The question is, how do I connect with these people now, right? Well, there's some tools that you can automate that we can do this, but imagine sending them a nice little message saying, hey, you know what? I understand you're looking for a sales opportunity or looking for an opportunity. How would you like to earn $3,000 to $5,000 a week? If you'd like to know, let me know. Would that hurt? Right? Well, point is, they're there. What about location? Let's see Salt Lake there for Dan. We're going to put here Utah. See how many people are out there that are looking for that. People out in the Beehive State there. Let's go ahead and look. Okay, how come the United States? Okay, Salt Lake City. We'll do that. We'll do Utah too. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to show results here for Utah. Okay, look at this, 115,000 Utahns just itching for us to present an opportunity. Sales manager seeking new opportunity. I mean, come on, guys. All right, now watch. Give me a state. Anybody? Another state here. Who wants Texas, right? Texas. I know Carol's on. Texas. Let's take a look at Texas. Texas is a huge state. So let's go look at Texas. 115,000. Okay. And these are just people that I'm connected to, my connections. I'll just remove that. Let me show some results here. Still showed up 119. I don't know how. Let's look at Texas. 13,000. Incidentally, do you know how many people, and I'm going to go over this. So Kyle Kimbrell hit equity partner with about 55 writing agents. 55. That's it. 55 writing agents, guys. I make a good income with about 20 writing agents. Imagine 55, imagine 100, imagine 300 now. Here's 13,000 people in Texas that are looking for an opportunity. Okay. Now, what if we drill down deeper? What if we put here licensed life agent? Watch this. Why don't we drill deeper here in Texas? 63,000 life agents. Dallas, Fort Worth. Okay, you see what's going on here, guys? And then now, why don't we look again, guys? I'm just saying we just got to get smarter at this. We don't have to be doing Indeed, ZipRecruiter, and wasting our money there. Okay, what about give me a state, guys. Let's see. Beth is on with us, right? Beth, are you on with us? Let's go.
Yeah, go for Mississippi.
Let's go to Mississippi. I don't know if I spelled it right. I've got the word right. Okay, so let's show Mississippi. It's a small state, right, in terms of population, but that doesn't mean people don't. Holy crap, is this right? 610,000? That can't be right. That can't be right. That cannot be right. Okay, well, let me see what I did wrong here. But the point is location. Let's go look at location. Oh, I hate United States and Mississippi. See, so let me go ahead and take that out. Let's give you a raw version of that on LinkedIn. 30,400 licensed agents. What if, for stuff and giggles, you were to send an introduction? You have your nice you have a nice presentation. Hi, I'm doing, my name is Frank Brenes, or, or whatever it is. I work in this industry and I'm looking for people like you. And what if for 1 second you send them this? Hi. Hi, hold on a minute. This one's that's not it. This one, this Courtney Moore guy. Watch this. What if you were to send him something and basically said this? Hey, Courtney, ask me how 15 to 20,000 a month working from home on your own schedule is possible. Are you interested? Watch this. Yes, tell me about it. I don't need to tell him about it. Why? Because I'm leveraging technology. All I do now, hey, here's a quick 4-minute video. Tell me if you're interested. Boom. He's going to go into my funnel, which we'll talk about. And then I'm going to interview him. See this? And I'm going to put bold red here, just like Carol, how you came over, wasn't by accident. Beth, how you came over, wasn't by accident. Who else is on here that wasn't by accident? Dan, wasn't by accident. Everything I do is not by accident.
How about Mel?
Huh?
Mel,
found
No,
you on
Mel was a referral. Mel was a referral, man. He's set apart. He's set apart. Okay. Now that we talked about that, let me show you another example of this. I'm just reaching out to these people, telling them. Bob, here's a. Okay, guys, that's okay. By the way, guys, you want to hear this? Watch, ready? Watch. Hello.
Maria Maya, 58 years old. Life type was red yacht and loan amount.
Hi, this is Frank. Hello.
Hi, Frank, you can call me. My name
Yeah.
is Maria. I'm calling Hawaii.
Well, hi, Maria. How you doing? Yes, you had submitted some information regarding general life insurance, and I just wanted to get that information out to you. Do you recall doing that? You submitted a form online?
I have other people on my phone, but no, I did it myself. No.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me pull up your information because I wouldn't be calling you unless you had filled that information out, ma'am. We're not telemarketers. 1 second, please. Oh, she hung up. All right, guys. So that's my automation system, and I'm going to call her back. Her name is Maria Maya. And this, you see how it said general life lead? So she lied to me, but that's okay. I could call her back, but I'll have someone else call her back. Matter of fact, I'll have my dollar call her right now. 1 second, guys, before I do this. Please call Maya schedule. All right, guys. So that's my system. Basically, it whispered into me, hey, this lady's calling you back. I've been trying to call her. Come on. Okay, guys, let's continue there. All right. Okay. All right, guys. So where were we at? We're at Mississippi. Check this out. Mississippi, we have 3,400. So imagine dropping a little message to but the question is, how do I get these people, Frank? There's multiple ways of getting this. The easiest way is you do a subscription with LinkedIn. It's going to cost you about 50 or 60 bucks a month. And then now you can grab these qualified pool of people and you can market to them. You can send them out connect messages. After you connect with them, you can go back and forth on messaging as many times as possible. Got to be mindful of LinkedIn. It'll only allow you to do about 50 a day. And now they've actually shortened it down to 20 a day in terms of connection requests. So that's something that you got to work within their guidelines. Okay. All right. So let's head back here. Let's finish up here, guys. Any questions on that? By the way, did you guys like that?
Great.
Nobody.
Awesome.
Nobody likes it.
Yeah, we could do another training with LinkedIn, Frank.
Yeah, we will. We will. Okay. All right, guys. So how are we going to go after this? So that's a question that we need to ask before going into this stuff is how are we going to do this, right? Who are we going to look for? We're going to look to Sean Kim. He came from Timeshare. Why don't we look for people that are looking for an opportunity that know how to close already? Think of what that's going to do for your process. Imagine, Beth, You're here with us. You're pretty new. Imagine you recruit someone that's a closer, and all you do is leverage the system. You say, hey, go to Frank. And then now he's closing. Boom, Lori Asbenson. Have you guys heard of Lori Asbenson? Ask me if she produces a lot. She doesn't. You know who produces a lot? Rob Skinner. Rob Skinner kills it. Lori Asbenson recruited him. That's it. So now here and there, she'll produce a little bit, but that's not her strength. So she grows the team, she recruits. So a living example of this, Sean Kim. Sean, where did you come from before coming to life insurance?
I did timeshare.
There we go. Timeshare. Why? Because what do they do really well, Sean?
Just it's hard close sale, so you have to close the deal right then and there. And if you
That's
don't,
right.
then you're not gonna make money.
So I want you guys to start thinking of this. Timeshare, car salespeople. When I was at the lot buying my car with Stefan, guess what? I sent my link to that person. I liked her. She was good. She was aggressive. I want her on my team. Okay. Solar sales. Who goes knocking in your door for solar? Door to door, right? Do you think they'd be pretty damn good at this? Right? Appliance sales, furniture sales, telesales. I get telesales marketers all the time. I tell them, hey, dude, do the script again, bro. That didn't sound good. Do it again. And actually, someone's heard me do that. I'm like, do it again. So he does it again. I'm like, all right, man, you want to make real money? I send him my link. Because it's true. We got insurance industries produce more millionaires than any other industry in the world. Okay, it's true. I'm not there yet, but I'm just saying it's true. So why not go after those people and open your mouths there? So here's the ratio. One thing that I asked Kyle Kimbrell, I said, Mr. Kimbrell, how many people did you have to turn over before you hit 120? Because I'm hearing a lot of numbers. So I went right to the source. He's like, Frank, I contracted 545 people before I hit 120. Darren, right now, he knows his numbers. He's contracted 530 people. Okay, that's contracted agents. Some rocket stars, some nothing. But that's 530 agents. Okay, he's gone over. Tony Capistrano, 545. So Darren has told me, and from what I extrapolate, 10% will stick and they'll produce, which makes sense, right? So at 120, you're looking at 45 to 55 agents, and you'll probably be closer to making, closer to $600,000, $700,000 a year, about, if they're producing good. That's a factual thing you can look at. Those are 55 writing agents. Who doesn't want that, right? So now that we know our numbers, now we're going to create leads, and we're going to look at traffic sources, and I'm going to emphasize the E quadrant. So if you're looking out if you're looking at these E quadrant guys, I would advise to look at, and that's the employment mentality guys, that you would look for Craigslist, any job board or any sales board or ZipRecruiter, and you're going to be posting your opportunity on here. Okay. And what we're going to do here is, if anybody does not have a Craigslist guideline that I have, after this, let me know, and I'll show you how I post on mine. And the intent of posting is, I want it to be kind of outlandish, because I want that person who's brave enough to do this work to come forward, to reveal themselves. I don't want people that are going to be, oh, that's ridiculous. That's a pyramid scheme. Great. I don't want you. But I want those guys that are going to be like, man, I'm sitting here let's give me an example. I'm sitting here in this car dealership. It's Saturday. My kid has a baseball game. I can't get away from him. And all of a sudden I see this ad that says earn $3,000 to $5,000 a week on Craigslist. And it says, in the comfort of your own home, working the hours you want to work. Does that sound appealing to you? Right? And then I want to emphasize, it depends on who you want to go after. I want to put like a ball and chain image of it being broken. So I want to speak with imagery. And then I want to show cash. I want to show a thing of cash because the guys that are going to, or the guys and gals that are going to make that attempt are the ones that are going to be, pardon the word, ballsy enough to do it. That's what I'm looking for. But you guys could be a little different. And I'll show you my ad that I have running right now on Craigslist of incidentally, you know, when you first do it, you're going to get probably 3 or 4 people that are going to want to interview. And out of those 3 or 4 people, one of them will tell you this is the best opportunity I ever had. Those people will probably not make it. The ones that are silent, ones that are quiet, and they're just taking notes, those guys are going to probably do well here. Okay. Let's go to Craigslist. I'll show you guys what I have. And if you guys need it, tell me. I will send this over to you and just put it to your area. Put it to use. It's $35, by the way.
Pecon Drive, right, Frank? I sent Carol a copy of it.
It is live, but I want to log in just to show you guys. I want to log in. And then incidentally, Sean Kim, where did you come from? And by the way, Craigslist, right? By the way, in Utah, guess what I did? The headline, Return Missionaries Dream Job. Why? A lot of return missionaries, they know how to sell. They're selling religion.
Super hard to do.
The hardest thing to do ever.
Yeah.
If they could sell that, they could sell anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna take a look at the post. Attention, all entrepreneurs, this might be for you. And it's outlandish, guys. Like, damn, this is crazy, but it works. Are you an excellent salesperson that's exhausted in the rat race, worn out by countless hours and not seeing the fruits of your own labor? No family, work-life balance? We provide our agents the best support in the industry. I go over bullet point, requirements. Boom. I want them to go to my funnel so I can automate that funnel and get an appointment with them. Everywhere I go, I'm automating my funnel, which we'll talk about. It could be my funnel, or it could be the funnel that Symmetry provides you guys. Anything to capture that lead, you got to have that so you can follow through on that. And better if it's automated so you can drip on that. Hey, you remember you wanted to make 5,000? You remember your why was to be with your kids? You want to remind them of those things, okay? It's psychological. Let's go back to it. So if you guys need this, let me send this to you guys right now. You guys can look at it. If that's not your style, that's cool. You know, maybe do something different. Maybe like walking a dog time and maybe on the beach with your significant other. Okay. It's okay. We can do that.
This is all huge, guys. So we're just looking for that one person that's sick and tired. Okay. Not everyone's going to do this business. Like out of 100 people, 10 people are going to stick. 10%. Okay. So, and those are the numbers. So it doesn't matter how bad you are, 10% are going to stick. And we're just looking for that 10%. That's all we're looking for.
I just sent that to Sean. I might just send that to everybody right here.
So 100 people you recruit, 10 are going to do something. Those are the numbers. That's industry-wide numbers. 10.
But that's okay. If we know the rules, we know now how to collapse those timelines, right? And that's what we're doing right now. We're showing this, but now we're playing by most of Symmetry agents' rules, what they know of. And now we're gonna basically inject some steroids in this, and we're gonna really maximize on what we're teaching you guys right here. So what have we learned? LinkedIn, man, LinkedIn is great. Carrie, I keep getting Carrie coming on. LinkedIn's great. Now you have two traffic sources now, one with LinkedIn, the other one now with Craigslist, and then you could do ZipRecruiter. By the way, I've done ZipRecruiter, Sean, and I've gotten zero success out of it. I'm gonna go cancel my account, dude. It's like,
yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
because everybody on Symmetry is
they're
on there.
all employees. They all want benefits. They all want a base salary. It's terrible.
All right, so LinkedIn non-paid targeting, which we talked about. What are we looking for? Timeshare sales guys, car salespeople. We went through. Hopefully, you guys are writing this down. LinkedIn groups. LinkedIn groups. There's groups out there you can join. Now, I would please. I've done this. I would probably steer away from licensed agents. Why? Can anybody answer that question?
Bad habits.
Got bad habits. You're going to spend 3 years trying to release their freaking contracts. It's just not. Is it worth it? Yes, absolutely. They got experience, but you can't mold them the way you want them. Sean, did you come from the industry?
No.
Okay. Stefan, did you come from the industry?
No.
Frank, did you come from the, no, Rita, is she, Rita on?
Yes, I'm on, and no, I did not come from the industry.
Okay, so why don't we follow that path? They're not gonna get poached by Family First. They're not gonna get poached by people. So we follow that path. They might get poached afterwards, but they follow that path, that mentality. You're coaching, you're teaching, you're training them. All right. Now I do both. I do licensed agents and I do non-licensed agents. There is a longer return on investment on non-licensed agents, right? They start, they gotta go to school, they gotta get qualified, they gotta take their test. But look at Carol. Carol's a non-licensed agent. Carol, can you speak really quick? You were fired up, right, Carol?
Yeah.
Completely fired up. Tell your story really quick.
Well, I mean, I've been trying for like probably 2 years online to do like affiliate marketing and things like that. And it's very, very frustrating. And I don't know, they just seem like a bunch of hustlers. I just didn't want to be a hustler. And so actually the way I found out Symmetry was going through ZipRecruiter.
Right.
But I didn't feel real good about it because there's so many people on there. So I went to YouTube and put in Symmetry, and that's how I got your video. And
You think that was by accident?
well, I think ultimately everything is, God's arrangement,
That's right. But hey,
Oh.
Carol, I'm gonna tell you something. Ready? You know how many times I've heard that story? So your
No.
presence online, and we're gonna talk about that, is very critical here. Okay, you're campaigning. You just got to make sure you got to campaign for the right thing. So I know that the MO, the operatives, whatever that's called, that Symmetry says is put ads on what's it called? ZipRecruiter. So then people go, I'm gonna go on ZipRecruiter. What is this? I have some reviews. Let me go research it on YouTube. And then what pops up? Frank Brennis, right? Frank Brennis pops up. It's not by accident.
Frank, that's how I found you also. Was
Wow.
Right? Who else on here?
I did.
Okay, Beth. What about Leo? Leo's on, right? Leo. So guys, this isn't what you guys are seeing this isn't by accident. And I'm going to teach you guys to be like this. That's why I did an interview with Sean Kim. By the way, almost 2,000 views on that sucker. Okay, so I'm going to have our interview series where I'm going to interview people that are agents from every walk of life so that we're building a portfolio and we're being credible. So when people hear Quility or Symmetry, they're going to search that. And through these keywords that I have locked in, they're going to find me. I had another gentleman. I'm not joking. This happens all the time. I had 3 people. One gentleman said, I already signed up though. Can I sign up with you? I'm like, I can't do that. That would be unethical for me. I had this other lady signed up with Tony Capistrano. I go, ma'am, you do understand that Tony is like my sideline. I can't do that. She's like, no, I want to go with you. So that's all, just Tony's great. Don't worry about it. It's exposure. So how do you build exposure? Number 1, what you can control is LinkedIn. You're going to build exposure there. We're going to keyword the crap out of yours. Just take a look at mine. Keyword it. Look at it. You're going to pop up with it. Affiliate. By the way, everybody that's on here, do a LinkedIn request on me now. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to pause, do a LinkedIn request. Okay. And then we're going to build this chain. The more people you have that are inbound that have similar links, it builds on that. Okay. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you guys are going to like and share everything that has Sean Kim and me on it, Stefan Bress, and anybody on your leadership, and we'll do the same. And then third is we're going to come out with our series of interviews of 10K Club and do that always. We want to be out in the public, but we want to be respectful and we want to be present ourselves very presentable because what you say sticks. People hear, and I hear from Carol, you're relatable, Frank, right? You heard that? I'm not lying. That you say it, Carol, right? I've had people say that. I've had people from, gosh, who's this lady? Out of Massachusetts tell me the same thing. So guys, there is a reason how we do this, and it starts by getting on these LinkedIn groups, these Facebook groups, these Facebook pages, You can also use Alignable, which I'm not on there. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not on there. Then I want you guys to start doing that. And then we're going to go into the next step of capturing these leads coming in. Okay. Cause I had a way to capture you guys. Dan, Carol, Beth, you name it. I mean, Leo, you name it. Even David, Clancy, how did you come by through this? Same thing, right? Yeah, same thing. All right, we're going through here, guys. So, but now you could do some paid advertising, okay? So I'm going to go over that. And this is tricky though. And I would highly suggest against it unless you hire the right person. I mean, you don't have to be an expert at this. You just got to hire the right people to help you with this. Now, I've had 20 years experience doing this, so I know how to hire people and I know what I'm looking for, so they're not going to waste my money. In paid advertising, you have 3 different types of paid advertising. The first is called banner ads or displayed advertising. This is when you see a banner or a box and it says, actually, let me pull one up for an example. Pull one up for an example, guys. Let me go here 1 second, guys. As I'm talking, you guys go ahead and ask them questions.
So I'm curious, Frank, because with me, I'd seen Symmetry quite a while before, and
Right.
I talked to some guy up in Washington State. I don't even know who it was. I don't remember.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
Right, and right before I was looking for a company actually, and literally right before I went with Family First, I was literally ready to submit all of my.
Oh, you did. You did submit. I remember.
Well, no, through Surance Bay, I was close to doing it. I hadn't officially done it, and you called me at the last moment.
Well,
I mean, literally, it was weird, and that caused me to want to shift to Symmetry.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
But I'm not sure why it is you called me. That it's it was kind of really random.
I believe you reached out to me and I hadn't checked that. By the way, if you guys have Owner Circle, make sure you check your email. I hadn't checked it. And then I saw it. I'm like, I got to call this guy. And I called him. That's why you need a capture system that's automated, that nurtures, so you don't have to go, oops, and you remove the human element of that. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
If I wouldn't have looked that day, I wouldn't have called you. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have called you. Okay. So anyways, the banner ads, I'm not going to show you guys. They're banner ads, okay? And you click them and it's got your URL. This is kind of like affiliate marketing, Carol, but it's going to go back to you and you're going to capture that lead and you're going to call that lead. Some things that you want to get their why. You want to get how much they're currently making. You want to get their name, their email, their phone number, and then you're going to call them. If you guys don't have a funnel, use a spreadsheet. Not a big problem, okay? And so that's a banner ad. And there's several banner ad networks. And I would give you guys, write this down, please. If you're not good at this and you don't know your sizes, it's very easy. You're going to go on this website called Fiverr. You're going to see how Frank Brenes does it. Don't think I'm good, guys, because I'm not. I'm the worst. Fiverr, Fiverr.com. Okay.
I love Fiverr.
Exactly. So what am I going to do? You could design banners there. And you tell them, I want standard mobile banners and I want standard online advertising banners. And they're going to produce to you the 250 by 250. They're going to produce to you the 160 by 600. I know this stuff, just tell them that. They'll know. Okay. If not, come to me and we'll talk. So there's Vival Media. I use them. FFL uses them. They suck. I use them. I just stay away from them. I did a cost comparison. They suck. Google display ads. There's Bing, and there's other third party like Taboola. There's all these third party ad networks. Okay, so that's display. That's on display. That's if you're searching ESPN and a banner ad pops up. Okay, so you're within the context of a network, and now you can click on that. Okay. Now, Google ads, they're contextual ads. That means they're search-based ads. And typically people that are searching for something, the longer the keyword or the longer the phrase, the more specific they are. Like virtual jobs, working from home, single mom. You know what they're looking for, right? So you're bidding on these keywords. Okay, you're bidding on these keywords. So the probability of you interviewing those people are very high. But then the question now becomes the quality of those people. So here's what I've seen. Google, this is why I turned them off. I was doing very well, but I started getting a lot of foreign advertisers, foreign people, like from India, from Pakistan, from which I have no problem with, but they can't work with me. They can't work unless they're, they have their license in the US, and it's a different story. But so you got to be very careful. And what they do is they'll eat away your budget. You get signups, you'll get leads out of it, but they'll eat away your budget. And the people you can't interview. It's like a foul. It's like a foul ball in baseball. Like, bam, goes foul. You know, it's a damn good hit, but it went foul. It went way too far to left field. Went way to the left of it. Okay, so you got to be very. Some of the keywords you're going to bid on is just like I said: virtual opportunity, online opportunity, business opportunity. Don't just say life insurance. I mean, people are like, ugh, life insurance. You're going to say system-driven income. All these buzzwords that you're going to use. I have a list of them that you guys can have. Okay. Then there's Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok. Okay. Now these are social ads. Now these ads can be video. Video works a lot better, but it's very expensive. Okay. And you basically create a page. There's a lot to it. I would hire someone on Fiverr to do it for you guys. Okay. That's what I would do. Now, we talked about the traffic sources. We talked about traffic source. We talked about the quality of people, who you're going to look at, and now how do we capture that lead? There's several ways, and I wanted to stay within the context of affordability for you guys. So if you guys know, Symmetry has something called Owner Circle. And within Owner Circle, you have this cool little 4-minute video that you could just send to people. So you guys can send them to symmetryincome.net, or you can send them to, what's the other one you have, Stefan?
Earnwithsymmetry.net.
Earnwithsymmetry.net. And it's just going to show them this. And they're going to click more information, and this is going to go into your email requesting information. And the email, let me show you what it looks like. I got a guy out of there. His name is Benjamin Rowland. He's signing up with me now. But they come with your own email. So I'm going to open up my email. I don't check it very often, which I should. We're going to see what bag of tricks are there, okay? We're going to see what we have. So I'm going to go into Symmetry here. By the way, I bookmark everything, guys. And now I'm going to do a search for, where is this thing? Oh, here it is. SFG Virtual Agency. This is my email that I have. That's my URL that I use for my Owner Circle. By the way, it's keyworded. Think about that. Virtual agency. See that? There's a reason how I do things. All right, now I'm going to go in here and we're going to see if anybody's, gone to my website and requested more information. Let's pray. Hold on. Let's see. 3, 2, boom. Okay, so I got this guy. Stop wasting money on job boards. Okay, let's talk. Look at this. This looks good. When's the last time you paid to post a job? So this guy, I'm gonna probably give him a call. This is Simply Hired. I'm gonna see what this is about. He's gonna give me a $25 credit. Let's look. But then there's these people right here. Contact form submitted. This person right here submitted JMile22. They didn't leave me this. Question, it looks like the link is broken. This other one submitted here. Yeah, oh, I got her on board, guys. She's on board now. She just got on our team. Joanne Ryan, look at this. So she went and found me on SFG Virtual Agency. I sent her a link to my funnel. She came directly to my funnel. I interviewed her. She has over 13 years experience. She is out of Massachusetts. So there you go. There she is, guys. So she went through the whole phase with me. There she is now. She's interested. Have to transfer contracts. What carriers do mortgage protection? I talked to her. I got her on. All right. So this is what Owner Circle will give you. It'll give you access to this, but it's not automated. Okay. But it's something. It's capturing something. Okay. So it's $35 a month. All right. And you guys can find it on HQ under tools. So we'll go there now if you guys want, or you guys can just write that down, HQ.
Well, and Frank, they give you your own website too.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Sorry about that. They give you your own website. They give you a capturing form. Think of it as giving you a net. Okay, so that's Owner Circle. It's $35. It's not expensive. And then you could just give them your Beth, earnwithsymmetry.com/work with symmetry. Okay. That's that page to that link right there. Okay. And then Symmetry's gone above and beyond, and they created their own recruiting funnel, and it's part of the Owner Circle. So it's in addition to the $35, and it's a customized drip campaign. It has a full CRM, and it has interview scheduling. I don't know. I've never used it. Sean, have you used this?
No, I have not.
Okay. Because you have your own, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So again, but it might be a very quick and cheaper solution for you guys. Okay. Something to look at. And then, of course, the landing page that I offer through Sexual Sold, it's a comprehensive system, meaning that it's going to sell the sizzle. Once you get those people either from LinkedIn, from wherever you get them from, they're going to go through this entire thing. They're going to see it. They're going to see people. They're going to hear testimonials. And that's how we get them. That's how we get them the hook. Again, you got to, if you're building a landing page, you could do it through a company called Phone Sites. They charge $99 a month. So that can funnel. If you've done a little bit of this affiliate marketing, it's pretty good. It's called Phone Sites. Very easy to build. You can build it, just redirect them to there. And then it's not going to automate after you capture, but it is going to give you that sizzle on that stuff. And it's fairly easy. So this one is similar to it, but it's based off of my system. You guys can go to phonesites.com, or you can go to ClickFunnels, but ClickFunnels tends to be very, very comprehensive and very, it's almost like you got to have a master's degree to run that thing. So it's not very user friendly. $275 for our agency a month. Okay, now here's something that I introduced for the Brennis Master Agency. I want to call it the Co-Captain Partnership Program. And that's basically a priority mentorship. If you guys haven't known, our time is limited, especially Stefan, myself, and Sean Kim. We are taxed. We need more co-captains. We are begging you guys for more co-captains because we need to grow. So here's what we want to do. The co-captain partnership program is you're going to have mentorship from us, which means I'm going to go over the next slides what that entails. Okay. But here it is. We're going to help and mentor you. We're going to invest with you, and we're going to build a team with you. We're going to give you the launch path, this just ready to go. And we're going to identify who, and we're going to hone in on that person. So that can be your next leader. Okay. That's our commitment to you. Now, it isn't for free. You have to commit. And you have to hit 10K club every month. That's a given. Okay. You must be 100% committed. You must be full-time. You must be coachable. And you must bring in at least 3 new recruits for I say per month, but what do you guys think, Stefan? First month, second month, third month? How many months do they need to bring in 3 recruits?
Well, I just think if they hit 10K and they bring in a recruit, I think we could.
Okay, we'll bring in 1. We'll make it simple then, guys. Look at this.
I think
Look how desperate we are for people. They're like, you just bring 1 guy in. Just 1. Just 1.
We just need someone who's willing to play, you know?
I mean, the thing is this, Frank, I mean, it sounds like easy to do, but how many people are actually doing it, you know? So I think it's a great start.